Today, we're talking about something really important: the quiet, sneaky signs of colon cancer that for women are so easy to miss. It's often called a silent killer. And that's because the first hints can feel just like normal stuff, things you might blame on your period or even menopause. So let's get right into it.
First things first, I want you to see this number, 95%. That is the 5-year survival rate for colon cancer when you catch it early. It's a huge, hopeful number, and it really shows you why paying attention to your body's little whispers is so powerful.
And why does this matter so much? Well, every year in the US alone, there are over 100,000 new cases of colon cancer. So this isn't some far-off health issue. It's something that could touch your life or the life of someone you love. This information is absolutely vital.
Okay, before we go any further, just a quick heads up. Everything we're talking about today is for educational purposes. It's all been checked and reviewed by medical pros, but please remember, we're here to share information, not to give you medical advice. Always talk to your own doctor.
So here's our game plan. We'll start with why these signs are so silent for women. Then we'll dive into different symptom groups, changes in your bathroom habits, some major red flags to watch for, and signals your whole body might be sending. And we'll wrap up with the most important part: how you can take control. So let's start with this idea of a silent warning. See, with colon cancer, you might not feel any symptoms until a tumor gets big enough to really cause problems. And for women, it's so easy to write off things like bloating, feeling tired, or cramps as, just that time of the month or a normal part of getting older. Okay, our first set of symptoms is all about changes in your bowel habits. These are often the very first clues that something's up in your large intestine. So what should you be looking for? Well, it's things like a lasting shift in your normal bathroom routine. We're also talking about diarrhea that just won't go away. It's not just a 24-hour bug. And then there's frequent constipation. Get this. Some studies show that more than 80% of colon cancer patients actually dealt with constipation before their diagnosis. All right, so we've covered those early indicators. Now let's move on to the really big ones, the critical red flags. These are the signals that your body is sending that you absolutely should not ignore. First up is blood in your stool. This is a huge one. For women, it's really easy to mistake this for a late period or maybe even hemorrhoids, but it can be caused by inflammation from a tumor. And it doesn't matter if the blood is bright red or darker, you've got to take it seriously. I want to pause on this for a second. The source material puts it this directly for a reason. Ignoring this is a massive gamble. Think of it as a blinking red light on your car's dashboard. It's not a wait and see kind of thing. It's a signal to get help right away. Now, another critical sign is rectal bleeding. You might think this is the same as the last one, but it's a little different. This isn't necessarily blood mixed in with your stool. The rectum is the final stretch of the large intestine, so this bleeding often looks like bright red blood on the toilet paper or in the bowl. It could mean there's a polyp or a growth right near the end of the line. Up to now, we've pretty much stayed focused on the digestive system. But now, let's talk about what are called whole body signals. This is when the problem starts creating a ripple effect that you can feel all over. Take, for example, unexplained weight loss. Losing 10 or 15 pounds in just a couple of months without even trying might sound great, but it is a major red flag. What's happening? Well, cancer cells can use up a ton of your body's energy, causing you to lose weight. Another one of these whole body signals is persistent bloating and abdominal pain. And wow, is this an easy one to dismiss? But if your stomach just constantly feels swollen, gassy, or painful, it could actually be a sign that a tumor is causing a blockage somewhere in your digestive tract. Let's just break this down because the difference is so important. On the left, you see normal bloating, right? It comes and goes with your cycle. It's predictable. But on the right, the warning sign is different. It's persistent, it might be more painful, and you can't really explain it. Knowing this distinction is absolutely key. And our last two big signals are constant fatigue and always feeling full. And when I say fatigue, I don't mean you're just tired. This is a deep, bone-weary exhaustion that sleep just doesn't fix. It's because your body's working overtime to fight those abnormal cells. And at the same time, a tumor can trick your body into feeling full even when you haven't eaten much. Okay, we've gone through a lot of signs to watch out for, but now let's get to the most empowering part of our chat today: prevention. This is all about what you can do to take control of your health right now. And honestly, the steps are pretty straightforward. Keeping a healthy weight, getting regular exercise, and eating a diet packed with fiber, these are 3 incredibly powerful ways to help keep your colon healthy.
And that fiber is a superstar. It keeps things moving, sure, but it also feeds the good bacteria in your gut, which is essential.
Now, beyond your lifestyle, you absolutely have to know your family history. If a close relative, we're talking a parent, a sibling, or even one of your kids, had colorectal cancer before they turned 55, your own risk goes up. The most important thing you can do is tell your doctor about this so you can talk about screenings, like a colonoscopy.
So here it is, the big takeaway. Don't panic, but please don't be in denial either. Just stay aware of your body and get checked out. If any of these signs sound familiar, make that call to your doctor. Just remember that 95% survival rate. Early detection really truly does save lives. So we'll leave you with this final thought. Your body is talking to you all the time. The real question is, are you listening?